Hi, my name is Kevin and I collect old irons. And this is Louisa. And Louisa, I have to thank you for bringing up here from Southern Maine this original 1903 Monitor gasoline iron, which we used in another video that we recorded yesterday.
And I am delighted to be here with my mentor who infected me with this iron passion and with the iron that we unfortunately bid against each other for.
I wanted it for this video and it turned out she wanted it for her collection, so apologies for that. This is a very nice iron. It has the original, what we've decided to call a key, and it's beautiful.
I was surprised at what beautiful shape it was when I got it. Do you think this might work?
That's a good question.
Let's fire it up!
To begin, we are on the porch at the Old Iron Inn Bed and Breakfast. We're not going to work inside because we are playing with fire. It is, in the winter, 16 degrees Fahrenheit. That's why we've got our coats on. There are, if you look on YouTube, some videos of people starting Coleman irons, and we will include links to those in descriptions if anybody wants to see those. But that is a later generation we're talking about here. This iron is something more than 100 years old, and we know of nobody that's tried this before. We are as prepared as we can be. We are lucky to have a set of instructions for the 1903 Monitor iron that provided to us by J. Raymond. Let's just take a look at the instructions. You're looking right now at the front of the instruction book. It's 4 pages altogether. And on the second page, we are seeing an illustration of exactly how this would be done. And you take the handle off, take this out, and according to the instructions book, you will have this positioned like such. We would put some alcohol in here and 2 tablespoons according to the instructions and burn that off. That will heat up the housing and heat this off as well. And then we will put this back in here. We will put some gasoline in it. There's no gasoline in it right now. And we will, a little more alcohol, flash that, and we will open this so some gasoline comes in, and we'll work to try to get it started. Once it is started, we should have it running for a minute, and then I'll give it to Louisa and she will do some ironing with the iron. I'd also like to introduce you all to Mike here, who is in the Navy, was a fireman. So he is the person who's overseeing matters of safety. Okay, so are we ready? So we have learned various things from Hollywood Productions. I have here a cast of thousands just to fill everybody in. We tried to do a take through this using the iron as it was, and we found out that it was clogged. I fortunately have my automobile mechanic, George, here with me, and we have gone through the process of taking this apart. We have, it turned out that it had gasoline in a tank. This presumably is 100 years old. It had lots of sediment in it and whatnot. We have cleared all that out. We've blown it out, and we are ready to give this a serious try.
Yep.
We are going to show the whole process. We've already blown out the lines with compressed air, and I will now take off with my hex key, take off the little hex nut here. The tank is all one piece. We have a original Coleman funnel, and George, I'll give you the honors here. We will put gasoline, what's white gas, into here. We are, by the way, using our welcome mat to help protect the antique wood on the table.
And don't move the table. It should be enough.
Okay. We have now thoroughly checked the lines. There was no leakage, because again, we had 100-year-old gasoline in the tank originally. Are we ready?
Yeah. use the, so when you lay it over, it doesn't leak. No, the other end can.
Yeah. Let's see, that should be enough. We have put some alcohol in. Boy,
Yeah,
It lit. It lit.
is it burning?
Yeah.
It's burning,
There's
okay.
a flame in there.
Okay.
It's not like
It's
wine.
not, yeah, it's not like gasoline or
Yeah.
anything.
It's not like
Okay.
It's enough to make it,
baked Alaska or something.
Again, the instructions explicitly say you use alcohol to burn here, it's very clean, and gasoline in the tank. So we have the pipe and we have the generator. The generator is going to produce the blue flame that's going to heat the underside of the iron.
How long do we wait?
I don't know. Do you think we should go ahead and start?
Well,
the
I don't know.
process?
What do the instructions advise?
The instructions advise to burn it all off.
All right. Well, then
Okay.
we'll burn it all off.
I think the instructions assume that the people who are doing this know a lot more about other tools that use this process.
Well, they're more practiced, certainly.
Yes. Still burning.
yeah.
So once this is burned off, we will, I guess what we'll do is just take it in, we'll let some gas come in here, and if we have to match it off again, we can. Actually, I assume that this is a little bit off the bottom. Once it's down very close, maybe we can just
Yeah,
put this in and
Yep. Yeah, so we let it, as you said, we let it, according to the instructions, all burn off. Then we put the tank back in its proper place and turn on the gas by turning the needle valve.
okay, and then light it.
Left. Yep.
Okay.
Now it's really
I
blazing.
think it's getting gas from this now.
You think it is?
I think so. I think that's why the flame picked up.
Okay, let's just go ahead
I think
and
it is.
do we want to,
Yeah.
I've turned this just a little bit.
Well, no, first, so once it burns out, put the burner in its proper place in the iron and turn on the gas by turning the needle valve to the left.
I have done that.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay.
Turned it a fair amount here.
Warm the tank as illustrated by
There should be,
figure
shouldn't we
two.
be hearing a little sizzling or something, or?
I would think so. I don't know if we got gas coming out of that thing yet or not.
I'm turning it,
When you have a clear blue strong blaze, place the lid of the iron in place.
I don't think we're getting much of that yet.
Well, we're getting a little bit of
You're
blue
getting
at the
blue.
bottom.
Yeah, it's
Turn it a
getting
little
there.
more.
Actually, you're supposed to start to close this, and that's how we get the blue flame. So let's say that it's lit now. The blue flame would be heading towards the bottom, so it'll be hard to see from this vantage. Well, let's let this go. I'm going to, just out of curiosity's sake. It is hot. Well, that's hot. Of
You
course,
think so? Yeah, I would hope so.
The bottom.
Listen to the audience. Don't touch hot iron. It's pretty much burned out of the tank, though, at the bottom.
Yeah.
Open it
So-
up a little
So should I
more.
close it a little more?
No,
Is it-
open it.
No, open it.
Open her up.
If the blaze goes out, you'll have to relight it.
And I see a blue underneath.
Is it
Clear blue?
is it looking good?
Yeah, I'd probably put the lid in place at this
Okay.
point.
Okay. Have we
Okay,
done?
leave it for a minute before you do that.
before
Leave
you
it for a
tighten.
minute because it'll warm up and
Yeah.
expand.
Yeah.
I'm going to say we're ready. I am going to
All right.
fasten this, and we're going to see if we can iron. Are you ready? Do you have your
Ready to go.
Do you have your sprinkler?
This is cotton that has been sprinkled.
It is working.
Maybe it needs more.
I think it needs more juice.
fuel.
Yeah. I might have to read.
But it's working.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
It's
iron.
working.
The wrinkles
Oh, yeah.
are disappearing. It's a miracle.
Yeah.
Amazing. Who needs a new modern iron when you can iron with this?
I think we have ironed. That's
Yeah.
all. That's the only standard. I wasn't gonna talking about ironing a dress for a ball. Are we?
If that's the kind of ironing,
Yeah.
you can see that ironing would be very difficult at this time.
Okay.
Yes, but so satisfying.
we have managed to do this with the monitor. We have another period tailor iron, pretty much the same operation, and we're going to do the same thing here. We have blown some air through, and the lines are good. Boy, a lot more visual effect here this time.
Yeah. Oh, it's leaking gas at the end there.
Is it?
Yeah, turn that in, Kevin.
Okay, that's close.
It's got a flame right there.
Now this would have been a professional's iron. Does it open up?
This well right here, see that little well under
Yeah.
there? I believe that's to catch any leakage, and that's why it's flaming out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's working.
That's working.
It's
Yeah,
working.
You could go ahead and put your top on that. She'll get good and hot.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten these. Oh boy.
The tank's
I can hear.
the tank's leaking too, Kevin.
Okay, we want to very quickly just.
Yeah, I'll do that real quickly.
Okay. Are you ready? Oh, it's very heavy. Oh yes. You can get a sense for how much work this might have been. How the person doing this
Here.
would have been.
Michael, here,
huge
you take
muscles.
over. See the difference between the one that you got and this one.
Flames coming out of that.
Unbelievable.
And by the way,
This
we have
is what
heard,
we call the dragster of irons.
and we have heard that the flames coming out the back and
Oh,
sides
look
was
out, the
typical.
ironing board's on fire. Don't let it sit there.
Where's the,
Look out, the ironing
Fire
board's on
extinguisher.
fire. Well, I think,
okay, let's seat it back on the trivet.
Yeah,
Let's put it back on the trivet.
Where is it?
where's the trivet?
There's a trivet working. You use this trivet? Yeah.
I would say that we have some leakage in the system.
Yeah.
We have found some patent dates underneath the shield. This is an 1898 iron from Philadelphia, and we have gotten it operating. There was some leakage involved. We have not killed ourselves. We have ironed something, and we have shown the process. I'd like to thank everybody, and we will keep these coming after a bit of a delay because I'm heading out to a Fulbright in India. Thank you very much.